Hey guys, Heidemann here. Time for the next episode of Dragon Quest VIII. I just gotta remember what I was doing. I'm pretty sure I made it to Argonia. Yes, I made it to Argonia. Now we're gonna go check out some things. Let's start by exploring the inn. Pretty sure the last thing I did was spend the night. Yes, everything's healed and whatnot. And mini metal. Oh, I thought I saw a chest behind him at some point. Okay. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the last episode. The bad news is that the Xbox controller doesn't work at all. No matter what I did, I cannot get it going. I got a notification from Norton blocking everything in my way. Alright, do I want to try heading straight to the castle? Do I want to search around town? I don't know, I can't afford anything from him yet. Old man's house. There's an ancient ritual here on Argonia where the princess approves he has what it takes to rule the kingdom after his father. He does that by defeating a rare monster called an Argon lizard and bringing back its jewel as proof of his conquest. If he succeeds, he's recognized as the heir to the throne. It's sort of like a coming-of-age ceremony, I suppose. Yeah, hint at that, by the way. I worked last night. My plan was to come home and record this then. No, I fell asleep for about 4 hours. King Clavius is an excellent ruler. Under his leadership, Argonia can't fail to prosper. But it's a bit worrying to think how things will go when it's time for Prince Charmles to take over. Imagine him in charge of politics. Yeah. We haven't met him yet, but... down because I didn't want you to get over it. But I'm more than a little worried about the future when I think of Prince Charmles ruling the roost. I mean, it's hard to believe he's King Clavius' son with looks like that. Clavius is so distinguished and handsome, and Charmles is just, well, charmless, really. If it was just his looks that were enough to scratch, it wouldn't matter, but it goes a lot deeper than that. I don't know what that was. I just got a text about Mom asking me if I want something, and she sent me a picture. I don't know what it was. Not too sure what she said, but I think it's something about how her husband or somebody feels about Charmels. Ooh, a strong antidote. Stuff that's sellable, I guess. This is nice. They should do something with this right here. I mean, you already got the lamp and the rug. You put a little table there, some chairs. That's a nice area right there. I like this house. And purely because I never even considered saying that about any other house in this game so far, I think this is the best house in Dragon Quest VIII, in my personal opinion. I would love that house. That's like the chapel, I think. I don't really feel like talking to any of these people. What's this? I don't think it probably goes anywhere I don't really care about, but let's go in this building. Then I'll check out that door there. It looks like it goes to a dungeon or something, or maybe it's the barracks for the guards. It sounds like Prince Charles is trying every trick in the book to get out of the initiation. Faking illness, shutting himself away, you name it. I suppose you can't really blame him for being scared. He has to take a jewel from one of those huge, fearsome Argon lizards after all. Clump of rennet powder. I should probably start selling some of this stuff. Because I honestly don't plan on using the... alchemy pot much, at least until like the very end where I need to make some things. I'm paranoid about getting rid of something I might actually need. I mean, this house isn't bad, but I mean, I think in comparison so far. See Lorenzo up on the hill? He's been disinherited. What does disinherited mean? Lorenzo up on the hill. Alright. Flicking through the pages like this makes a refreshing little breeze. Alright. It's a book entitled The ABC. C is for cow. There's a drawing of a cow next to the letter. Alright. Well, once again, this is a nice little loft. Why wouldn't you have something up here? Especially since you have what? Well, there are two beds there, so it looks like mom and daughter share a bed. Assuming there's no dad involved, anyway. Not share a bed, share a bedroom is what I meant to say. Well, now I gotta go check up on the hill. As they mentioned Lorenzo. Well, hello. My master is chancellor to the king, and he's an extremely important man. Uh-huh. Alright, door. Kitchen, I'm guessing? No, like a nice little living room area. With stairs to boot. Hi, lady. My only son, Lorenzo, is off on world tour at the moment. Wait, is he the guy that's supposed to marry Jessica? It's good to let your children go off and broaden their horizons while they're young. I have high hopes for him being a very important man in the future. I feel like I know this Lorenzo person. Diary of the mansion's owner, Lorenzo is telling everyone he wants to set out on a journey to broaden his horizons. It's painfully obvious that it's just a convenient excuse to get out of his duties at the castle. Then again, he says he plans to stop by Alexandria to see his fiancée. So how could I say no? It remains my fervent hope that his association with Jessica will knock some sense into that thick skull of his. Yep. I already checked this out. Yeah, probably. Alright, that's a nice little balcony. See, this is the bigger, more expensive type house. I still like the little one. With the little loft. Yeah, so here's the kitchen. I feel like this is probably Lorenzo's room. A little weird to have a room right off the kitchen. Okay. Something I also think is funny is that in this game, basically, like, the two main female characters are engaged to just crap people that they don't want to marry. Yes. There were a lot of messages coming from Tradaine before the royal engagement was announced, but lately there haven't been any at all. I don't know why they've stopped coming, but I have a bad feeling about this. What with Tradaine being so far away across the ocean, it's not easy to make contact with them over there all that quickly. Yes, Tradaine! I've never heard of that place. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yes, quite. Yeah, it seems very barracksy. The dining room, so this would be the kitchen probably for this area. Rock salt, huh? Yeah, you're a cook. I don't really care about what you have to say. Alright, looks like I've made it into the main castle. Yep. I'm supposed to be a maid, but until the other day I was looking for Prince Charles. I thought it was a bit of a waste of time looking for him when he was probably long gone, but he was actually inside the castle all along. Alright. A magic mirror? No, I've never heard of anything like that. If you want to know about magic, you should ask one of the royal magicians. They'll probably know what you're talking about. Okay. Where are they? Oh. Yeah, well, now I'm just gonna go ahead and head up. I don't really. Oh, guy. But King Clavius and his older brother Eltrio completed the initiation with no fear whatsoever. But Prince Charles is such a coward, whining on about how lizards are so scary and frightening. He should be ashamed of himself. Isn't it mean? I mean, lizards in general are kind of gross. I mean, I don't dislike them all that much. This thing's like literally a giant dragon-looking lizard. I mean, you can't really blame the guy for being a bit scared. I don't even know where I'm going at this point. Oh. Alright, let's look back here. I'm just gonna run around the castle, waiting until something happens. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, whenever I do find a key that unlocks everything, or make a key, I don't know. I don't remember anything about the other key. I'm gonna have to come through and literally open all of this stuff. And I'll see if my book tells me where all of them are. If not, I'll look online for like every chest and where to find them and all that stuff. The view of the town from the top of the castle is amazing, isn't it? And it gets even better when the bazaar's on. You've never seen so much hustle and bustle. Oops, I'll be in trouble. I was supposed to be making sure Prince Charles doesn't leave his room. So is that his room? Anything back here? No, nothing back here. And here we go. I say, who are you? I don't believe you're members of the castle staff. How dare you enter the room of a royal prince without permission? Do you not realize who I am? Honestly, what nerve. I could call the guards in an instant, you know. If you don't want to be manhandled by them, then I suggest you leave immediately. Yeah, bite me. I will steal your gold and look at your book. And yeah, so this is little douchey boy. It's amazing, called Big Boy Wonderland. Think you're a big boy? There's a secret club out there, and it may be just what you're looking for. We can't reveal the exact location here, but believe us, it's well worth the trip. If you happen to find it, make sure to ask for Puffy. She's dynamite with a short fuse. Rawr. Just lie back and let her work her magic. Believe us, you've never felt a pair like hers before. Oh yeah, snuggling between them is like paradise on earth. You won't want to leave. And of course this little pervert has that magazine. Are you one of the magicians? That's Prince Charles' room there. I can't help but worry that he might try to run off again. But if you try to watch over him all the time, he moans and bawls like you wouldn't believe. Ah, this job will be the death of me. Let's check this door. Have I been in here? Apparently not. Okay. Apparently he has his own kitchen servant. I don't know. There's an interesting door. I think that goes up to the roof access again. The locked room in the corner houses Argonia's royal treasure. A little while back, a jester came along and broke in. He didn't take anything, which is a relief, but he did manage to get away. I doubt I've got my job if I got a hold of any treasures. The magic mirror? Yes, I'm sure that was still there. Nothing was taken, like I said. So, this room is where the magic mirror is supposedly at. Alright, this is outside. Don't understand the point of that. Alright, up. Ah, not outside. Let's check out the small door first, I guess. It's a bedroom. Elven elixir. I don't know what that is. I'll check that out later. Later? I don't know what word I used there. don't know where I'm going. I'm pretty sure I'm looking for the king. Let's go up. I love being a guard. It's great fun and the view's amazing. Then I drop because I can get a bit chilly out here in the wind. Okay. Let's go down. Have I been through here? No, I have not. This is an insane building. I get it's a castle, right? It's supposed to be slightly confusing. But wow. It appears to be the diary of a female royal official. Of course I'd never go anywhere without wearing my scholar specs. They're simply perfect for an uncommonly quick... Okay, I messed that up. But my hat, oh, it's a disaster, so hideously uncultured. If only I had a hat that reflected my superior intelligence as well as my spectacles do. I suspect that I could combine the scholar's specs with a hat to make a perfect piece of headwear, but I simply couldn't bear to sacrifice them. What to do? What to do? I lie awake at night fretting about it. You know it isn't easy being a beautiful genius. Who are you? It sounds like the prince can't stand them, but I absolutely adore lizards. They're indispensable when it comes to black magic. It's hard for us royal magicians to understand why the prince is so afraid of them, and we have no problems with them whatsoever. Alright, so you're the magicians, huh? Now that you know about magic near you, you're needing something like that among the royal treasure, but I can't be sure. Even if it is here in Argonia, you need the king's permission if you want to borrow it, or even lay eyes on it. Okay. Where do I find said king? He's who I've been looking for. Ooh. A cloak of evasion. Hey, I think I can use that. Don't really see the point of it. Sure, since I can't figure out what else to do. So it looks like that's the way to go. Yep. Alright, so I think when it comes to finding Charmels later, I need to do this. So I feel like I found this prematurely. I wonder if I can remember where the heck this room is when it comes time. I'm back at the old man. Okay, maybe if I follow the red carpet. Ooh. Yeah, that would have been the smart route. Ooh. I Agility and you. Many items for increasing agility utilizes the agility ring as a fundamental ingredient. Take Mercury's bandana, for example. It's made from combining something that protects your head with an agility ring, probably a bandana. We can tell the true tales of the truly terrifying. The following is an absolutely true story. I heard it from my friend's sister the other day. About a month ago, she went mushroom hunting in a forest to the east. On her way back, she noticed that something was wrong. Birds were falling from the trees. Rabbits and fawns writhed on the ground in agony. All of them were foaming at the mouth. The forest is usually a place of peace, but on this day it was more like a hell on earth. What fiendish power was behind this devilry? That's when she noticed the song, an eerie and grotesque voice like nothing she'd ever heard before, was issuing from holes in the ground. Moments later, her sight darkened and she swooned. When she came to, she was back in her own bed. A hunter had found her unconscious body and brought her back to the village. To this very day, she shudders to recall the scene. The worst part, she says, is that she can't get the words to the song out of her mind. Dig dug, dig dig dug. Diglet, diglet, diglet. Trio, trio, trio. Do-do-do. I wonder where those stairs go. I don't really feel like checking it out. I'm just going to go talk to the king at this point. Prince Charmel's observation log. March 23rd. A prince was captured this morning. He had escaped from his room by fashioning a rope out of his curtains. He was undoubtedly planning to head to the casino at Baccarat. The prince remains unrepentant. June 4th. The prince was captured this afternoon. He hid himself inside a barrel, apparently with the intention of sneaking out of the city. He even prepared a special barrel with holes in the bottom, allowing him to move when nobody was looking. The prince can be surprisingly resourceful when he wants to be. Yeah, apparently so. Hey, Kingy Man.
Your Majesty, are you feeling poorly? Did those travelers cause you some trouble?
Does he know who I am?
No, I'm fine. One of them reminded me of someone, but I must be mistaken.
Wait. Do I have a hidden past that even I don't know about? I don't remember. Am I some long lost heir? Am I this guy's nephew? Am I his brother's son?
The magic mirror? But it's a precious royal heirloom. Why on earth do you require it? Explain yourself.
Okay.
I understand. However, as I have said, the magic mirror is a treasure of the royal family. I cannot simply give it to you.
But I'm doing this on behalf of the King of Trodaine.
I
King
knew it'd say
Trode of
no.
Trodaine. That's interesting.
C'est la vie, I suppose. It was a lot to ask.
Yeah, not really.
So now what? How are we going to avenge my brother's death without that mirror?
If what you say is true, you must have survived a great many ordeals on your travels.
I can't tell you how many times at least one of us has died.
That means your fighting skills must be on a par with those of my soldiers.
I would imagine more so.
But Your Majesty, you can't possibly plan to use those travelers instead of royal guardsmen.
You're pretentious.
Well surmised, Chancellor. Listen to me carefully. I rule with a fair hand, but I cannot grant every request that is made of me.
Yeah, but I feel like the fact that it's coming from Trodaine, you know, the kingdom of which your son is engaged to, it should be a fair request.
However, if the royal family owes someone a debt of gratitude, I consider it my duty to fulfill it.
Of course.
You need the magic mirror. Then accept my request. If you complete the task I set forth for you, you may have the mirror.
Okay.
Summon the prince!
And he's missing, and I gotta find him. That's what
At
the
once,
rat
Your
hole's
Majesty.
for. Or the mouse hole's for. You know, the road, no, the one I have.
The
already
request concerns my son, Prince Charmles.
found.
To become king of Argonia, one must undertake a special initiation ceremony. There is some risk to life and limb, and the prince is unwilling to do it.
To be fair, the ceremony sounds dumb to me.
As a father, the thought of putting my own son in danger pains me.
I don't believe that.
But he must pass the initiation if he is to succeed me to the throne.
Okay.
It is the tradition of our kingdom.
Most traditions are dumb.
I was considering sending a detail of royal soldiers to protect him during the rite. However, I fear it will ruin his reputation.
Not possible.
So my request is this. You outsiders will accompany my son to the royal hunting ground. Naturally, this would remain completely confidential.
Of course it
It is
would.
vital that everyone believes my son passed the initiation on his own.
Seems unlikely.
Your Majesty, Prince Charmles is...
What is it this time?
I just had the thought, like, it would save me a lot of time and energy if he was just dead.
The prince has run off again. I'm extremely sorry, Your Majesty. This is all my fault. I'll bring Prince Charmles to Your Majesty as soon as we can find him. As your humble and faithful servant, I beg...
You incompetent fool! Please pardon my outburst, but we cannot continue this discussion without my son.
I don't see how this guy's the incompetent fool. He was here with you. You sent him to get your son. He went to do it. He's gone. Right? If anything, the incompetent fool is the one that was supposed to be guarding his room. And instead was looking out at the view. I find it amazing you're supposed to know this is what you're supposed to do. Right? Because, yeah, unless you accidentally found this previously, you're not going to know this is what you need to look for. Oh, yes, lizard. Need to make this drop through the hole because he's afraid of lizards. Oh, come on. There we go.
Hmm? Is there something?
Oops, accidentally clicked. You got it. Is there something on my head?
Ah! Ah! Eek! Eek! A lizard! What's it doing here? Get it out! Get it out!
Okay, so it cuts into the scene.
Ah, perfect timing. Allow me to introduce my son. This is Prince Charmles, the future king of Argonia.
What is all this, Father? Why are you wasting my time with this whiff-waff?
Whiff waff.
They're going to protect you during the initiation. They will need to know who you are.
Initiation? Who said anything about the initiation? I don't recall agreeing to that. I hate lizards. How many times do I have to tell you?
Listen carefully, Charmles. Enough is enough. I am aware of your aversion to the initiation, but it remains your duty to complete it. You won't be able to marry Princess Medea until you prove your worth.
If I have anything to say about it, he won't be allowed to marry Princess Medea no matter what. Not even that I, want her with the hero. I just don't want her with him. I mean, he doesn't deserve her.
Well, I don't care about getting married anyway.
Good.
You're making a mistake, Charmles. I hear Princess Medea is, well, boom!
Also, recently learning that Jessica is supposed to be 17 here. Now, granted, back in this day and age, this is supposed to be not all that bad, but
You
same.
understand what I'm saying.
Wow!
Yeah, he's a little pervert.
Now, have you reconsidered?
You can leave me out of this, thank you.
Anyway, my son, do you realize what people say about you behind your back? This is your chance to prove yourself, to show the world you are a man. These people can assure your safety. Well, Charmles, do you accept?
I gotta admit, if it was up to me, I'd probably just feed him to the lizard.
Yes? Wait, no. I mean, oh, I don't know.
I heard a yes. That's my prince. I'll ensure that everyone believes you're doing it on your own. You
I'm
will
hungry.
leave now. Hide yourself in the wagon at the city gates and await your bodyguards.
Yeah, I gotta remember that. Wagon at the city gates.
Right now?
Chancellor, accompany Charmles to the gate. The prince is leaving for his initiation. Summon the royal guards. The prince must have a fittingly ostentatious send-off. Remember, he is leaving on his own.
It shall be as you wish, Your Majesty.
We go to the lake for this, right? Lake Argon, that's the whole point of this. Otherwise, why is
But
there a lake Argon?
wait! I'm not ready yet!
Oh, please, you're not even gonna be doing anything.
Off at last. I wish you luck. And remember, your mission is top secret.
See, I think when I get back, they have that, not the banquet, but whatever that celebration is going on, and I think I can get better stuff then. So, when I'm done with this, I think that's when I'm gonna have to grind for money to get gear.
Charmles will explain the details of the initiation himself. Fulfill my request, and you have my word that the magic mirror shall be yours.
Enjoy. Alright, let's leave the castle and get out there. Maybe see what he has to say. I'm not planning on going to do the mission this episode because I'm 40 minutes in. I'm just going to get to the point where I'm ready to do it. enter a cutscene with Trode or the prince or what?
That stinky old wagon is far too small for me. Maybe I could stretch my legs if you got rid of that worthless pot. Good grief! What's that? What kind of people are you traveling with a freak like that?
Here, Grandad. You'd have bitten my head off if I said something like that. I'm a king, you half-witted twat. Come a little closer. Look at us. Don't you see? We can't tell him his fiancée has turned into a horse. Much better to keep the truth a secret for now. Make sure everyone knows to keep it under their hats. Prince Charmless! What is our destination?
It's Charmley, you clot. Just head east. Eventually we'll come to the royal hunting ground. That's where the initiations take place.
Head east.
Oh, and before I forget,
Lizard humor.
this file contains a powder that masks human scent. You must sprinkle it on yourselves before we enter the royal hunting ground. Argon lizards are very sensitive to smell. If they get wind of our unmasked scent, they'll run away. In other words, we've got to smell like lizards to fight lizards. I'm supposed to be doing this by myself, so I shall be staying in the wagon until we arrive. I'll alight upon arrival, and we shall then proceed on foot. Now get a move on, you lazy rascals!
Seriously, can't I feed him to the Argon? Which way's east? That way? So it does look like there's a road heading east, so I guess I'll go that way. When I get to the fork, do I continue? I must continue going east instead of north. I don't know. Oh well. But well, that is all for today. Thank you for watching. I think I'm going to eat and then get in a workout. I will see you next time.